Coming up, a new possible plan for Iowa congressional districts has been released. And later, sustainability on game day takes center stage for student-made clothes.
Iowa soccer shut out the Minnesota Gophers last night. I'll tell you more in sports.
When you walk outside, it finally feels like fall. I'll tell you more in weather.
All that and more coming up on this Friday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. DITV News starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Julia Richards. The second proposed plan for Iowa's congressional districts was released Thursday. DITV politics reporter Lauren Johnson is in the newsroom with more. Lauren, what is the purpose of this plan?
This plan is a way to redistrict Iowa. Iowa has 4 representatives in the U.S. House, and these officials represent different districts within the state. The intention is to have the Iowa population evenly distributed between these districts, so they have to be altered at the start of every decade after the census. Redistricting is the process of shifting these districts around.
So Lauren, how is this plan different from the current one?
Well, Julia, Iowa's current congressional district has Iowa City in District 2, which is represented by Marionette Miller Meeks in Congress. This new congressional map moves Iowa City to Congressional District 1. It will also cause Marionette Miller Meeks to live in the same district as current District 3 Representative Cindy Axne. This is the second redistricting plan after Senate Republicans rejected the first one, citing worries that the districts weren't compact enough. Lawmakers will vote on this proposal in a special session on October 28th. If it is rejected, a third map will be created by Iowa's nonpartisan Legislative Services Agency. Lawmakers will meet again to vote on this, and they'll have the ability to make changes on this third map. If this happens, it will be the first time in Iowa's history. Back to you, Julia.
Thanks, Lauren. Iowa City's South District program is working toward fulfilling its efforts to make housing more affordable and sustainable for low-income residents. Duplexes are being bought by the city and given serious renovations, such as the addition of solar panels and sustainable technologies. The South District program's primary goal is to balance the number of rental properties and owned ones in the district, and is helping to give back funds to the neighborhood. Johnson County Affordable Housing Coalition Executive Director Sarah Barron emphasized that sustainability and affordability don't always have to fight one another, and the renovations of these properties will ensure homeowners feel safe and secure in their neighborhoods and houses for years to come. And Iowa City is still encouraging masks and vaccines despite a decrease in COVID-19 cases. While Johnson County's counts were in the low 200s this past week, cold and flu season is coming up and residents are encouraged to stay safe. Johnson County Community Health Division Manager Sam Jarvis said, quote, "As we enter respiratory virus season and those who become symptomatic, we will continue to encourage and urge folks to get tested so that they know to make those informed decisions," end quote. And COVID-19 rapid tests are available in Iowa City. There are currently 15 testing sites, and the Iowa City School District plans to provide rapid tests for students. ICCSD is currently seeing the lowest count case since school started, likely because of their recently added mask mandate. And for those hoping to get a COVID-19 booster shot, the CDC approved Moderna and Johnson & Johnson's shots, meaning those interested can get a booster different from their original shot. And Hawkeye football and representing the black and gold is important in Iowa City, and some students are taking school spirit into their own hands and creating their own clothing businesses. Grace Frommelt, founder of Hawk Hoodies, creates customized college and Iowa City themed clothing through her Instagram and website. She found that clothing options for game day are not as fashionable, which sparked the creation of her business. Kaylee Clay, founder of Tailgate Honeys, also creates Hawkeye Spirit apparel through her Instagram. Both Frommelt and Clay strive for sustainability in fashion, which sets their shops apart from other college apparel businesses.
In the fashion industry, there's a lot of problems with the waste in the industry, how clothes get kind of thrown away a lot, and the whole fast fashion kind of problem. So we came up with the idea of kind of going to like Goodwill or just finding like old sweatshirts that you have in your closet that you don't really wear as much and kind of like upcycling them and being able to upcycle clothing so it gets reused.
Clay uses thrifted and upcycled items to create one-of-a-kind clothing items. Frommelt uses sustainable fabric made from recycled bottles and extra fabric from other products to make clothing items like tube tops. Both students enjoy that their sustainable businesses are popular among Hawkeye fans.
It's just so awesome to go to football games and just see people wearing your designs. It's like the coolest feeling. It's the best feeling ever.
Frommel and Clay find that their businesses are the perfect way to be sustainable and fashionable on Hawkeye game days. Speaking of what to wear, how is this week's weather looking, Vivian?
It's going to be a great weekend to get out there and enjoy some fall weather, Julia. Make sure you bundle up today because it's only going to get up to 55 degrees and the low will be in the 30s tonight. The sun will stick up around tomorrow and warm up a little bit with a high of 59 and a low of 43. But once Sunday rolls around, we'll be greeted with lots of rain and a high of 54 degrees and a low of 46 degrees. Keep out for that first taste of frosty weather coming up too. Cities in the north and west have got us the first taste of freezing weather this morning, and the cold front might spread to the south this coming week. Stay warm and dry out there, Hawkeyes. And now let's run to Michael for the latest updates in Hawkeye sports.
Thanks, Vivian. Iowa soccer battled Minnesota last night, and Iowa would win a hard-fought shutout game this Thursday against the Gophers, with the lone goal being scored by Kenzie Rowland. The Hawks are now riding high, winning their last 3 games. Along with this big win, this game was extra sweet.
And then Court just played a perfect ball, and we've been working on making those runs towards the goal, and so that's kind of what I did, and I was just in the right place at the right time.
Along with this big win, this game was extra sweet for Coach Dave Diani. This win marks his 300th win. As humble as he is, he couldn't help but smile when asked about this career achievement.
I just found out about that today. I just told the ladies, a lot of great players and great teams that I've had the privilege of spending time with and coaching. And
the Hawks' great play couldn't come at a better time as they played their final regular season game before the Big Ten tournament this Sunday at Wisconsin. And Iowa's field hockey head coach Lisa Salucci is the mastermind behind Hawkeye's undefeated record. DITV sports reporter Max Von Gries found out why Salucci has been so successful.
Lisa Salucci is currently in her 8th season as the Iowa women's field hockey head coach, and she's been a part of the staff for 22 years now. Salucci has brought tons of success to the Hawkeye program as she brought the team all the way to the Final Four last season. Last year, Salucci won Co-Coach of the Year of the Big Ten, but she's on the cusp of winning it outright this season if the Hawkeyes continue their sweep of the Big Ten and go 17-0. Salucci does a great job of making strong connections with her players on and off the field.
She's always so supportive of everything, like academically, like our life, and just always giving opportunities to everyone and just being there, whatever you need. She's always great.
Salucci can certainly be tough on the team while she coaches, but she's more than just a coach to the girls, as she's seen as a family figure.
I love Lisa, everyone on this team. She's just like a mother figure for all of us.
Coach Salucci and the Hawkeyes finish their regular season as they match up against Northwestern next week here in Iowa City at Grant Field. From DITV Sports, I'm Matt.
The Hawkeyes women volleyball team fell to number 9 Nebraska on Wednesday. But despite the loss, the Hawkeyes felt their performance proves they're moving in the right direction.
We saw it in their eyes. If we took that 3rd set, I'm no doubt confident we were going to take the 4th and then the 5th.
Marie Hinkle snagged a team best of 16 digs and pushed the Hawkeyes to stay within 3 points of the Huskers through 3 sets. But Hinkle's powerful performance wasn't enough to push Iowa to a victory.
Mari Hinkle, that kid got some really good big-time digs. They were serving her, and she stepped up. She dimed a lot of those tough serves, and she made really good moves. She helped out a lot more with seams. She just was all over the court on defense.
The Hawkeyes hit the road again tomorrow to battle with Northwestern, where they look to improve their Big Ten record. And check out the Daily Iowan website for more sports content this weekend. Now back to you, Julia.
Thanks, Michael, and thank you for tuning in to DITV News. Head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. While you're there, check out a number of new online-only segments DITV has started over the past few weeks. For further politics needs, look into Backroom Breakdown. For all your sports news, check out Recap Roundup, That goes over games and on to the next that'll get you hyped for future Hawkeye sports. For DITV News, I'm Julia Richards. Have a great day, Iowa City.